It's 1988. Hip-hop was in the midst of an evolution, moving from the park jams and battle routines of early MCs into a space where lyricism became more intricate, image became powerful, and delivery became everything. And right there, in the middle of that transformation, stood Big Daddy Kane, Brooklyn's own wordsmith, dressed up sharp and rhyming even sharper. All of a sudden, in the midst of the hype, we get his opus of a record, Ain't No Half Steppin, from his debut album, Long Live the Kane. The record samples the emotions Blind Alley, ESG's UFO, Bohannon's Singing a Song for My Mother, Diana Ross's Ease On Down the Road, Billy Squire's The Big Beat, and of course, the Heat Waves' Ain't No Half Steppin. If Rakim brought science, Kane brought style. Nowhere is that blend of mastery and charisma more perfectly displayed than in the second verse of Ain't No Half Steppin, the moment he stamped his signature on culture forever. My rhymes are so dopin', the rappers be hopin' to sound like me so soon I have to open a school of emceeing for those who wanna be in the field of court. Then again, on second thought, by the time he released this track on Long Live the Kane, he was already a problem in the underground. Known for his work with the Juice Crew and Marley Marl, Kane had built up a reputation for being the MC other MCs were scared to see in a cypher. But this record wasn't about intimidation, it was about dominance through elegance. The song's title itself, Ain't No Half Steppin', comes from the Heat Waves' 1960s recording, but Kane redefined it for a new generation. He turned that phrase into a creed for excellence. It wasn't just no half stepping in the streets, it was no half stepping in your craft. The confidence is different. Kane isn't trying to convince you anymore, he's teaching you. To have MCs coming out sounding so similar, it's quite confusing for you to remember the originator. And boy, do I hate her, perpetrator. But I'm much greater. He always comes off with that sense of control that's unmistakable. His voice glides through that crisp production, the smooth bass line, and that unmistakable sample that sounds both funky and regal. The words start flowing and Kane's rhythm locks like a metronome of charisma. He isn't just rhyming for show, it's composition. Kane's internal rhymes, alliteration, and rhythmic shifts give the verse its momentum. He doesn't just rhyme the last words of bars, he rhymes within them, blending syllables and stretching vowels until every line snaps perfectly into place. He's flexing intellectual flair without losing cool. Brain cells are lit, ideas start to hit, next the formation of words that fit. He's literally describing the act of creation, the moment thought becomes art, and still making it sound boastful. That's his genius. He can talk about the science of lyricism and still make it sound like game. The best, oh yes, I guess, suggest the rest your fest, don't mess or test your highness, unless you just address with best finesse and bless the paragraph I manifest. At its heart, the verse is about excellence and the demand for it. Kane's message is simple. If you step to the mic, step all the way up. No shortcuts, no weak rhymes, and no halfway performances. But underneath that message is something deeper, an understanding of identity and pride. In the 1980s, hip-hop was about standing tall in who you were, and Kane embodied that. He was clean-cut, yet streetwise, articulate, and raw. He dressed like royalty, but battled like a gladiator. The verse radiates that duality, confidence with craftsmanship. It's Kane saying, I can slick talk all day and still out-rap you. That balance between bravado and brilliance is what separates good MCs from the greats. Rap prime minister, some say sinister. Non-stop in the groove until when it's the climax and IMAX. Relax and chill. Have a break and a take of me acting ill. Brain cells are lit. Ideas start to hit. Next, the formation of words that fit. At the table I sit, making it legit. And when my pen hits the paper, ah shit. What makes it so enduring is the feel of the verse. Kane's presence on the mic is magnetic. He pauses when he needs to, he lets lines breathe, he rides the beat like it's tailored just for him. Because it was. He doesn't rush, he controls. That pacing, that composure, it was revolutionary at the time. In an era when many rappers filled every bar with words, Kane used space as part of his delivery. He understood that charisma isn't just what you say, it's in how long you wait before you say it. It's the rhythm of confidence. When Kane raps, it feels like he's in full command of the room. That's not arrogance, that's mastery. I stop and stand strong over MCs and devour with the power of Hercules or Samson. But I go further than length, cause you can count my cameo and I'll still have strength. This verse didn't just make Kane a star, it made him a blueprint. Every rapper who came after and tried to balance coolness with density owes something to Ain't No Half Steppin'. From fabulous and smoothness to the precision of Big L, the DNA traces straight back to Kane. He was one of the first to prove that you could be lyrical without sounding academic. You could be stylish without being soft. You could wear gold, talk slick, and still wrap circles around anyone who doubted your pen. And that second verse especially is a time capsule of that revelation. It's not just Kane rapping, it's him defining the archetype of the charismatic lyricist. And no, that's not a myth, and if you try to rip or get with the man with the given gift of gab, your vocab, I'll only ignore. Be sleeping on your rhymes till I start to snore. You can't awake me or even make me fear your son, cause you can't do me none. So think about it if you're trying to go. When you're trying to step to me, I think you should know that. Decades later, when you play this record, it doesn't feel old, it feels authentic. The language might be rooted in the 80s, but the energy is eternal. That line about brain cells lit could drop today and still sound sharp. That control of rhythm, still unmatched. That blend of confidence and skill is still being chased by every MC who starts rapping. It's the kind of verse that feels like it's speaking to generations of artists. If you're gonna step to the booth, don't half step. Big Daddy Kane remains one of the most precise and technical MCs to ever do it, to this day. His craft, while chased by many, is one that he has been mastered. Just in the past few years, he's had numerous clips go viral, simply displaying what he does best, rock the mic. His breath control, his stage command, his mic presence, all top tier. It's no wonder that he remains a staple in so many top 5 lists all these years later. Speaking to Outline UK in 2017, Kane spoke on the meaning of the record and stated that it means you have to be dedicated to what you're doing and can't do a half-assed job. You can't just start with something and not finish, or get involved with something just to be a part of it, rather than to win at it. You've got to go for it and go all the way. For a lot of heads, this record was an introduction to this thing of ours. Hip-hop was already a thing, but Big Daddy Kane's Ain't No Half Steppin' was the tipping point. It sounded like it was made to be what it was called. The culture was struggling to find its way, and this record was a path forward. In 2012, Ain't No Half Steppin' was listed as number 25 of the 50 greatest hip-hop songs of all time. The second verse of Ain't No Half Steppin' is more than performance, it's a philosophy. It captures the essence of what makes hip-hop timeless: craft, confidence, and complete control of your art. Big Daddy Kane didn't just rap well, he made the art of rapping look good. He didn't just have bars, he had presence, diction, and poise. That combination was rare then, and it's rare now. And when you listen to that verse today, you can still hear the echo of what Kane taught the world. You don't need to shout to sound powerful, you don't need to follow trends to be great. You just need to stand tall, speak true, and make sure that every line counts. That's not just hip-hop, that's royalty.